You're listening to the Unbelievers Podcast.
There were several groups. One of the principal ones was the reptilians from the Orion complex.
Without any exaggeration, it was like being on fire inside.
Rats were eating them inside.
This stuff was in my mouth. It felt like it was 500 pounds. It was unbelievably hot.
My first question would be, were you a member of the Church of Satan, a card-carrying member of the Church of Satan? I don't understand.
There's always an argument for everything. You know, just because somebody can fake something doesn't necessarily mean it's full war, and we found a life form. And that's when I started shitting my pants.
So for the person who called, I am carrying an alien.
An alien baby, and we cover it right here, okay?
Okay.
Something is happening. What is it? That's the question. So do UFOs exist? It depends on what you mean exist.
In honor of the anniversary of Kenneth Arnold and the original flying saucer sightings, we take our eyes to the skies for a completely different type of unidentified aerial phenomenon. While UFOs and flying saucers have been viewed by many credible witnesses, this airborne anomaly is rarely seen with the naked eye. Objects that move so fast they can only be captured on film. What are these strange objects? Why are they popping up in Mexican and Chinese caves? Who is their champion? We'll find out tonight as we get all up in your face, because we're getting to the bottom of the mystery that will have you standing at attention, because we're talking rods, flying rods, right here on the program where you continue to learn to unlearn everything you know. Hello and welcome to the Unbelievers Podcast. I'm your host, Rus Ryan, and tonight I am joined by my co-host in California, Drea Mora. Hello, Drea.
Hey.
And our soundboard engineer and producer on Long Island, Rob Okey.
I have the top secret information. I just can't share it. You don't think?
What's up, guys?
Oh. Hey, Rob.
How you doing?
Yeah, that's good. Oh, yeah.
Starting it off with a good. I don't know what that was. He's
I love
releasing
that
in
clip.
his pants.
That's one of my favorite clips.
Yeah, straight from the beginning, and almost apropos for tonight. We're talking about something. I'm going to ask you guys a question. We're going to talk rods tonight, but who is your favorite famous rod out there? Any famous rods that you like?
Rodney on the rod. I don't know. No, not really. I don't have any.
Rods or Rodneys. I don't know. What about you, Rob? Any good rods for Rob? Rob Rods.
It's a toss-up. People always think my name is Rod on the phone when I order food. They're like, all right, Rod.
Okey.
And I'm like, no, it's Rob. Thanks, though. But I think it's a toss-up between Rowdy Roddy Piper and Rod Serling of the Twilight Zone fame.
Oh,
Yeah.
there you go. That's a good one.
Those are both really good ones. I don't know. I'd say Rodney Dangerfield or does Roddy McDowell count from Planet of the Apes? I'll take him.
Sure,
He's
I
a
don't
rod.
see why not. They're all
Yeah.
a bunch of hot rods.
If you're a really good friend of his, you can call him Rod.
Okay.
Oh,
I think that'll.
all
I
right.
think that'll be okay.
We'll have to check with him. Is he still around? Stick around. We'll find out. But tonight, we're talking about a different kind of rod.
Ooh.
Rods.
Dowsing rods.
Flying rods.
Ooh, flying rods. All right.
That's heavy metal classic from The Rods. That's the song.
It's called The
Let Them
Rods?
Eat- The band's called The Rods. It's called Let Them Eat Metal.
Ooh.
The Rods, really?
Yeah, man. That was like 1982. That was some old school metal, yeah. But The Rods, go check them out. But tonight we are discussing one of the strangest and actually quite scary phenomenon of rods.
Huh.
Do you guys like rods?
I love rods. Who doesn't love a good rod?
Rob, how much do you know about rods?
Honestly, I don't know anything about rods.
He clearly doesn't know anything about rods.
I think I saw a YouTube video a while back because I go on the internet and yeah, I think I saw a video a while ago, and I maybe it's something like related to orbs.
Oh, well, let's see. Robs, not robs, rods.
Rods like rods and cones in the eyes. Like, isn't that what helps you see things at night in color?
Not these rods. These are sometimes known as skyfish or solar entities or fulgure in French.
What?
And they're a rather new entry in the field of cryptozoology. They are said to be creatures which flit about in the air at such a high speed as to not be seen by the naked eye. Rods gain their name from their rod-like shape, though they've also been called flying rods, skyfish, and, like I said, solar entities. And what is generally agreed is that some of these strange objects are organic. In other words, these are living creatures and not just some new form of flying saucer. Some people have suggested that they may be a form of extraterrestrial.
ETs.
ETs?
Extraterrestrial.
Indeed.
Life form because they are occasionally encountered with UFO activity. Some skeptics would have us believe that what we are seeing is nothing more than birds, insects, or camera trickery. But this does not seem to be a conclusive explanation. So you got a little bit of better of an idea of what a rod is, Rob?
I think I remember this. Yeah, it kind of reminded me of like dragons or something. Like maybe that's
How do you
what
confuse a rod with a dragon?
Just because it was like, it was way up in the sky, way up there in the clouds, and it seemed like maybe back in the day they saw these things and they like thought that they were dragons or something. I don't know. It's weird. It's a weird one. It's like it seems like a UFO, but it's not a UFO. I guess
So
they're
these
extremely
long
fast. They're these cylinders. Yes, Drea. They're these fast cylinders. They got multiple sets of wings that could be flying around you right now, getting in your face.
That's
they
what
could
that
be
was.
right in front of you. Could be getting in your mouth. These rods.
Ew.
They can fly around, and you can't see them with the naked eye. They move really fast. So what really are rods, Drea?
Then I guess it's just optical illusions or dust. Wait, if nobody sees it with the naked eye, how do they know what it looks like?
Well, because they got cameras and pictures and videos, and animals seem to recognize them too when they come by. But lucky for us, the History Channel devoted an hour of original programming to this absurdity or oddity. And in 2008, on the great show Monster Quest. Did you guys used to like Monster Quest?
I love that show, I think.
Yeah, I've got a DVD set, I think, of Monster Quest. I'm pretty sure.
Nice. Well, we all want to hear it, so now let's hear the intro to Monster Quest. Rods. Rod monster.
Witnesses around the world report seeing monsters. Are they real or imaginary? Science searches for answers on Monster Quest. The camera, capturing everything from news to weddings, immortalizing the moment. But they are also recording something else, a missile-like object or creature able to appear out of nowhere for just a fraction of a second before disappearing again. To researchers, they are simply called rods.
Great. Very scientific name.
Because saying unidentified flying creatures is boring. We just call them rods.
I kind of like skyfish better.
Skyfish is cool, but I don't think it's just intimidating, kind of in your face, flying around like rods.
True. Yeah, rods strike fear in the heart and other things.
And it's very true. And I've done my best to describe them, but let's hear it from the master, Monster Quest narrator. Do you guys know the Monster Quest narrator? He's a great narrator, right?
He's all right.
Who is
he? Come on. His name is Stan Bernard.
Oh,
you guys know
okay.
Stan Bernard?
I didn't know that was his name, so now my opinion of him has changed and improved. I like him more now.
Yeah, he was also in Vanishings 2001 and I Am a Camera. So let's hear, Rob, maybe this would be better than my description. Let's hear Stan tell us about what a rod looks like. You guys excited?
Rods are described as 1 to 6 feet long with a cylindrical body.
Holy shit.
And either multiple sets of wings or with a thin membrane of wings wrapped around their entire length, propelling the creature forward. so fast they are undetectable to the naked eye.
Holy shit.
Yeah,
see?
okay, I'm scared now, for real.
1 to 6 feet?
Yikes.
They could be 1 to 6 feet. They could be flying around. They could be going to your face right now and you don't see them. They're scary.
They could be everywhere. But I'm going to get my camera out and look around my house real quick.
Yeah,
Give me 5 seconds.
do that, because we know that cameras can do all kinds of things, and oh my God, that's really scary.
At least you don't have to see them, but maybe that makes it more terrifying. But in 2002, rods started exploding and were reported on the news in New York.
Really? In New York?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so you should know the most about rods, Rob. You're doing a terrible job being a New Yorker. You don't know rods?
I've lived in New York almost my whole life, and I've never seen a rod.
Well, you need to be watching the news.
Rods have been little more than a curiosity. That is, until October 20th, 2002.
Is it a bird, a plane, or something else? People are asking now that a mysterious object has been caught on tape over Albany, New York.
Brandon Mowry is a photojournalist from Albany, New York. He was shooting video for a local newscast when he found something he could not explain.
I went out to the airport to shoot some weather video that day. It's a 5-second bump shot for the weather, a tease for the weather. I was shooting planes taking off at the Albany International Airport at the end of a runway. While I was editing the tape, I happened to just pause it on a frame, and I looked up, and there was this object in the shot. What is this? A UFO? Is this? It looks strange, like a missile. All these things are going through my head.
He found a long cylindrical winged object streaking past a passenger plane taking off from the airport. To Mowry, it appeared to be large and very fast, appearing in only a few frames of video.
It looks suspiciously like a missile over a commercial airport.
Yeah, this is a big rod. This is a really big rod they're talking about in this one. A lot of times there are just seen as, suspected, as we'll hear, being insects or birds. But this thing is pretty huge and being caught by TV news. What do you think, Rob?
That's weird. It's funny that they actually put it on the news just because they have no idea what it could be. It could be a camera anomaly. It could be some sort of a weird UFO, like the guy said.
It's a rod. And they're making the news. They would know if it's news or not, right, Drea? I mean, come on.
Yeah, they know everything. They have the best judgment. And you should trust everything that you hear on the news. They're looking out for us.
Well, they keep saying that it's some sort of a biological creature, possibly. But that's what a lot of people say about UFOs in general. Like, doesn't Christo kind of believes that they are sentient and that they can communicate,
Some of his UFOs do kind of have that. They do kind of have that rod thing where they are kind of changing shapes and stuff.
The cigar-shaped ones.
Yeah,
and they're kind of like organic. Ones. Well, I don't see why it can't be. There can be more than one type. Some UFOs are definitely just a craft, like a mode of transportation, and some of them could be these weird ass dick-shaped things flying around.
Yeah, this is a big one. This is a big rod, and the reason he's worried about it because there's a rod over the airport, and that's national security issue.
Rods should not be anywhere near airplanes at all.
Let's see what they're going to do about these suspicious rods.
Still in the shadow of 9/11, Bazile felt he needed to notify airport security.
Airport security, airport officials looked at it and they said, "We have no idea what this is. I don't think we caught this on radar." They called the FBI. FBI came in, an agent came in, he confiscated, or I should say he just took the tape from Brandon, and he took off.
There may be good reason for the FBI's interest. It appears again in 2003 over Baghdad, moments after a giant explosion rocked the city.
Man, these rods are getting out of hand.
Yeah. So there was an explosion that time, but they're not always exploding. Sometimes they're just flying around, stable.
I guess when they're in the Middle East and they're on a rod mission, they are exploding everywhere. I guess they're not literally exploding here. And that guy, Don Bazile, who's talking, he's not quite the champion, but that guy is a strong contender. He's the man in the rod community.
Oh,
he's
yeah?
a fighter. Yeah, big time.
So they're kind of implying that there might be renegade kamikaze rods that are blowing stuff up, possibly?
We don't know their motives at all. Whose side are they on?
Let's just say that the FBI are very interested in Don's